crap! I didn't put the game on! There we go! Also, holy crap, baskets. The game is real loud in my ears. Now I can hear myself think. Let's log in. Because we're playing some 14 tonight. Just an hour or two. Little cheeky stream to cap off the week. Here's my paladin. Her name is Hana'a. Yeah, that's right. I play here. What about it? Look at her. She is powerful. And she also has Nord hair. She's been Norded again. Anticipating the rise to the moon. I feel like very obligated to like level Dark Knight so that I can switch to Paladin for a stupid joke. But I'm not going to do that. I am, however, going to log in. Wow, I was going to say there's no queue, but then there was a queue. How are my lovely viewers today? No obligation to actually reply, but no. Even if you're lurking, it's respected. I almost regret not already being in game. Kind of awkward to vamp over queue, a lagging queue. But I'm very excited for Endwalker. I'm kind of vamping and not saying much, waiting for someone in particular to jump into chat. So this is not super interesting yet. I'm a great streamer, really. Oh! Wow! Much more has happened in Erosia while you were away. Help those yourself when it comes to the ever-changing realm. The 12th is prepared the most generous boon. The Returner's Bounty. Accepting this divine aid will provide you with tools required to make a quick return to form, including experience bonuses for partying with mentors, as well as full access to novice... No. Do I get items? Do I get actual items? Don't. I don't want to. That was weird. Oh, Jan said hi. Time to say hi back. The infamous little wave. That's not how you talk into FC chat. There we go. Why don't we start by checking out my retainers? It's been a bit. And, like I said, gotta vamp for a little bit. So, Humor's a circle. It's honestly a really great in-game area. But, heaven if I don't go the wrong direction every single time. Oh, my adorable sapling. You have need of Papa Douglas, yes? But sing the word and let your beautiful branch do what only they can. Yeah, let's view that adventure report. Get some money, get some funds, and send him back out there. A whispered word and off goes Papa Douglas on a grand adventure. What wonders the way to journey's end? Okay, do you have any gil? I don't think you do. I don't think so. Are you selling anything? I don't think so. No, you're not. Good. Farewell. Yeah, I have no more needs. Farewell. Let's see Meowins. Yeah, I do. I want some view venture report. That's a real tasty pizza pie. Apparently, rumor has it that, and by rumor I mean it's been confirmed, but rumor has it that housing is going on lottery in 6.0. I am so excited for that. But, you're not selling anything, are you? No, you're not. And you don't have any gil, do you? No, you don't. There we go. Okay, retainers taken care of. Let's double check something real quick. Okay, it's been a hot minute. So I'm just kind of like reacclimatizing myself to my buttons. That reminds me. I had a desire. A real, earnest desire to change one of my hotbars. And I'm going to try to remember how to do that. Because I want, I think, HUD layout. And then hotbar free. And then UI element. This is not what I want. Possibly character. No, system. Character configuration. Hotbar settings. Now, I'm going to click on hotbar free. That's not how you do it. Cross hotbar. Custom. Expanded hold controls. I'm gonna look into that later. The auto switching hotbars on my own time. Well, whoops! I wanted to set up a favorite hotbar so it would click. I could click it with Alt. I'm gonna Google it real quick, I guess. Final Fantasy 14. Use Alt for hotbar. Keybind settings, of course, it's in keybind setting. No. Or close, yeah. Then system, character configuration. I know, this is a very thrilling gameplay. Is it under system? This is the true fun of an MMO, is spending 20 minutes trying to remember where certain buttons are. Huzzah! Alt 1. Alt 2. Alt 3. 4. Alt 5. Alt 6. Alt 7. Alt 8. Alt 9. Alt 0. Alt equals. There we go. Okay, now let's test this out. A 1. Heck yeah, we are in business. But as a result, we're actually going to switch things up a bit. Bye. Oh, people are playing games and blocking my vision. Watch this magic. I really want someone to just come here and freak out about these hotbars. Because I know, like, some people I know just are not a fan of how I use mine. Heck yeah! Spiked Hot Cocoa! Also, why what? You're gonna have to be more specific. Oh, you hate my squares? My squares are how my brain works. What did you spike your cocoa with? This is how my brain works. Ooh, schnapps. That's snappy. So we are about to find out what happens when the dust settles. So we're gonna go to the steps of Nald and mourn those 699 gil, which someday might be more expensive. Well, we load in. Tell me about, apparently, the hell that was your Seed of Sacrifice run. Those who don't know, Laura in the chat is in my FC, so dote on her. Give her lots of love. The issue is... I don't know where I'm going? That's a issue. You want me at the hosting strip. Go to the Alchemist Guild. Not good at fast-paced things to change, and it was Seed of Sacrifice EX. Yeah, there's a fast-paced thing that does change. Those are the two things that I would describe Warrior of Light Final Fantasy 1 edition Ultimate Fight being. Are you ready to very quickly deal with Blizzard 4, Blizzard Fierga 4, and Thunder 4? Or Thunder 4? Are you? No? Too bad. Seed of Sacrifice EX. Infinite. Bring me to that Alchemist Guild. So, like... At first it sounded like it was like an especially bad run, but now it's sounding more like it was just a Seed of Sacrifice run and all of those suck. And it was the EX version to boot. Alright, let's talk to Alfie Nerd and see what he's got going on. Can you voice acted? I don't think so. Wasn't particularly bad, and everyone was nice to me about messing up, but still. Oh, well, I'm glad everyone was nice. I know. I know. There's nothing more I can do here. Come, let's rejoin the others. Oh, why are you auto? No. Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in the Fragrant Chamber. I wanted to die because I was messing up. Everyone messes up. That's what the game is about. It's about messing up and standing back up again. Dwarven Vow number 4. Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Your comrades have already arrived. Will the 3 of you be joining them? We will. God, he washed his hair. stoic head nod. I forgot Estinian was there. I really wanted to be like, 3 of us? What 3 of us? Right, Estinian. We've adopted him. Made him take a shower.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Voice acting.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word.
I don't believe that's a real word, Nanamo. I don't believe that chirurgeons is a real word. I have to click to start auto events.
Share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit, or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital.
I thought that was going to be a reference to Eden.
Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities. For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
Oh, dialogue option. I can't drink water. So let's take a sip. You only tell me where they are, Your Grace. The Grand Companies, Your Grace. Is that why? Let's go with the self-sacrificey one, not the snarky one. You need only tell me where they are, Your Grace.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now. After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause.
A dog! Heck yeah!
It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course,
This music.
it is only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Paglfan. Moreover, We shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
Okay, well, that didn't go the way I was expecting it to go. Interesting. Game load, please. Thank you. Oh, hey, look, everyone's outside. Let's talk to them all. Shulta, talk to me. Amidst this great push for peace with the beast tribes, we would do well to remember that old prejudices yet remain. It's a delicate political dance, and I do not envy the Sultana her task, nor any alliance leader. Tinky, what do you got to say? There's no reason to linger. I will take my leave. No, stop talking. We won't talk to the kid yet. The secrets of the towers thus laid bare. Our duty to prevent further abductions taking on new import. Fail in this, and our enemy shall punish your negligence with a plague of primals. What do you have to say, Fotcrid? Even without the front of tempering to contend with, the grand companies have quite a task on their hand. Regardless of her grace's protestations to the contrary, it may be best to dispatch a few of our own to assist in the endeavor. Remind me to mention it to Tataru, would you? Elfinard, we have won our first battle against the Telefori and made significant discoveries to boot. The war has scarcely begun. We must steel ourselves for what lies ahead. Okay, let's talk to the child. Alpha knows only too well that sacrifices are an unavoidable part of conflict. But knowing something does not change how one feels about it. You yourself have shared adventures of Ironvald, have you not? Then I shall say no more. Hey, Alice. Sup? How you doing? Then, unless there are any objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones. You mean I'm making fun of the child? Whether or not you are also a child, so you can be married to a child. That includes you, Alpha Node. Armveld is in good hands here. Of course, he would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire then we might regain our strength and readiness for coming challenges. Wow, indeed. If all are in agreement then, I shall let Krill know what to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't be beyond arranging within the time available. Let me just touch my Bluetooth headphone, also known as the link pearl. It would be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. Yes, I'll try asking him. And thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Kryl in particular has a few matters she is keen to discuss, one of which concerns you, Isinian. Believe it or not, you will join us, won't you?
Fine.
Really? I thought you said you were avoiding that Baldzian woman.
If I refused, she would only pursue me. Let's get this over with, shall we?
God, I love the piano. This is a science theme, right? This is a science theme, I'm pretty sure. Alright, I love the piano in that piece. I know music name. I'm good at soundtrack identification. I am a real human. Okay, where are we going now? We can continue letting the settle dust in Mordona. So let's go to Reference Hill. Boom! There's the rising sounds. I always get like turned around when I first get here. So we're gonna hit that, and we're gonna enter to another loading screen. Thrilling gameplay. Oh, Krill's got some serious voice acting.
You must all be exhausted. Ere you take your rest, however, I would beg a moment of your time.
Okay. Small one.
Thanks to Arenvold's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald. Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
Oh! That's where we're going to Sharlayan.
'Tis possible the
In
ancient
6.0.
knowledge preserved within our archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
Been facts.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that. I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
I presume your role as a student of Baldessian will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val. But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough. If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
Good question! The end of the Dragon Song War? I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna say ellipses.
Is the question truly so vexing? Perhaps you fear I will chastise you for giving the wrong answer. Or was it so long ago that you simply can't remember?
That one! That one!
History shows us that Hydaelyn is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in her judgment.
Thanks, Urianger! I don't agree!
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own. And as far as I'm able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Indeed. And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether. Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular.
Ethereal Sea is space, right? That's what they call space?
Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now, of all times. Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again, will you join us?
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault. But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Thank you, Estinian.
I didn't realize I was so far in either.
Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Sharlayan, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
I don't believe his tie is attached to his shirt.
Farewell.
Was 5.55 really just this one cutscene? Oh. Time for some Xenos Pines. Wearily for the Warrior of Light scene. Is that Brotherhood? Did you just hit Brotherhood in this pile of swords? He also cleaned his hair.
Well, does this one meet with your approval? Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
God, I love Finn Daniel.
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure.
You can have... It just dried bad. Stringy, that just means it dried bad.
It will not affect our plans, I trust.
He didn't wash out the soap. It's different.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance. Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use. Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, while I appreciate that it is not an easy decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
Well, not quite what I was expecting. Though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
They cut that cutscene like I'm supposed to understand what the sword he picked up was. I don't. I'll say, what do you gotta say? Amidst all the fighting, it's easy to forget that what we've achieved, isn't it? I mean, we cured Tiamat! Tiamat, for heaven's sake! You will tell me if I become insufferably smug, won't you? Because the way things are going, it feels like a definite possibility. Never. The sudden appearance of the towers will surely not have escaped the Forum's notice. I would like to think they would be receptive to Kryle's request for cooperation in investigating the matter, but unfortunately their reputation would suggest otherwise. It strikes me as odd that rather than marching on one of the city-states, the Telefori have so far made only sporadic attacks. I don't think go to the trouble of putting up all those towers if that is what all they had in store for us. If I'm to pursue this course, I must be prepared for the hardships that lie ahead. You need of my lance, I'll be ready. If not, I'll be reserving my strength in preparations for the next battle. But since you're here, I have a question. The Scions are in close contact with the East Saldinian Trading Company of Kagani, yes? I was wondering if they could place an order for some sun-dried squid. I don't seem to be able to find it in these parts. That's not what I was expecting him to say. Okay, fair enough. Though we know not the full extent of the Telefori scheme, preventing further abductions must take precedence above all else, for therein lies the key to depriving enemy of its most potent weapon. Did I affect you? Oh, yeah, I did. Cool. Tattoo, you gonna give me clothes? You usually give me clothes at the end of a X-Pack. Well, looks like I'm going to have a few busy moons, not that they ever seem to be anything but. Bandcamp's got me dispatching troops in every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do, but when it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. Well, then you lot, more accurately, you won't catch me trading blows with a primal in the near future, but for every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, shits to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on. Which is where I come in. Gladly, mind you. It's the least I can do to support the science who risk life and limb. Like, poor are involved. Wish there was something we could do for him, but we'll just have to settle for saying the odd prayer and keeping a roof over our head. It wouldn't do to have him come back to a complete shambles now, would it? But that's enough of my rambling. Off you go and get some rest. If there are any developments, I promise you'll be the first to know. Now you just can give me money. Okay. 5.55 time! The company we keep. I'll say you can tell you're itching to take the fight to the Telefori. Ah, Hana'a, you're looking well. I take it you managed to squeeze in some rest. If you come hoping for tides of krill, I'm afraid we're still waiting, but we do have the odd scraps of news to share. Scraps, she says! Lunar primals have been popping up all over the place, but the Alliance has the situation well in hand, thanks in no smart part to the hoary boulder and the others. Meanwhile, talks with the best tribes are going even better than expected, encouraged by Uldo's progress with Yamology. Gridania has opened negotiations with the Ixal, believe it or not. All of which is obviously very encouraging, but with the Telefori still out there, it's not as if we can afford to lower our guard. Oh, someone's coming in. Begging your pardon, but I come bearing an invitation from the Alliance. A council meeting is due to be held in Alamigo, and your attendance is humbly requested. Ah, we were just talking about the Alliance. May I ask what's on the agenda? I believe the intention is to share news of recent developments and discuss what measures might be taken to combat the Telefori in concert with our new allies. The Beast Tribes have also been invited. It is hoped that they will join us in the fight against our common foe. So the Alliance would bring all of the Beast Tribes into the fold as a single stroke, an ambitious plan given the delicacy of the negotiations, but perhaps an expedient one considering the threat we face. Indeed, my lady, and for their part, I am told the Beast Tribes have agreed to attend. The science too are present. All of Eorzea will be represented. To arrange such a meeting must have been quite an undertaking, not only diplomatically, but practically. Pray inform the Alliance that we would be honored to participate. We shall make for Alamigo without delay. Then I will bear your answer thither with all haste. We look forward to receiving you at the Royal Palace. Well now, we've accepted the invitation. Who exactly is going to attend? I move that you and your shoulder lead our contingent. Given how long you have worked to end summoning, it is only right that you be present for what promises to be a historic moment. I think we've all played our part in that little endeavor, don't you, Hana'a? All present may rightly claim a seat. I do quite agree, but by your leave, I believe I shall remain here and lend what assistance I can to the coordination of our defensive efforts. I'm not coming either. Aimric will be there, and I'd rather not be interrogated. Very well, then. With those with a mind to hold the fort, get on with holding it. I suggest the rest of us make for Alamigo, shall we? Say goodbye to the butt rock. It won't last much longer. But let's exit to Reverence Toll. Oh boy, things are heating up. I'm very curious to see what the duty is going to be. I'm assuming there's like some kind of like fight the duty. We're ending this expansion on a much more hopeful note than Stormblood was. Stormblood was like, everyone's dead! War is literally on our back door! But this is much better. Anyway, let's go down. Alamigo, Garabania, Alamigo Quarter, teleport away. I think, like, I guess 2.0 and 3.0 both ended pretty, like, relatively speaking. It was just Stormblood. It was like, what if everything is the worst? I'm going the wrong way. How much you want to... Oh no, I'm actually going the right way for once in my life. Whenever I go here, I always, like, take a hard left and just, like, immediately leave the city gates. We've been expecting you. While some of you guys have yet to arrive, the alliance leaders are all present. Shall I show you in? Where are the rest of them? Well, there's another one. There's another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Lol. No chairs. Oh! Voice acting.
Honor us with your presence. As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
I don't have auto advance on. Click.
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would! Beyond forgiveness these featherless ones are! With rivers of blood shall they pay. Freed our people must be!
We too would see your kin liberated. But ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
If all else fails, I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered?
Think for a moment. Ponder, consider, think. If Merlwyb truly intended to bombard the towers, she would have done so by now. Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
Wow. Way to go, Goblin.
Y'shtola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
A paragon, the Empire, our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
That our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied. In this chamber, I see masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters of the land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome.
Someone needs to dye Amrick's hair blonde, because he's a fucking blonde-haired anime boy, and you cannot change my opinion.
I beg your pardon?
What is it, Soulwalker? Do not express your passion thus. A little tricky will outdo, perhaps. Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest. We Sahagin will play our part.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future, as allies united in purpose.
These are kobolds, not goblins.
Make mock of the Ixal the Paragon does! Turns kin into puppets! Pits brother against brother! Free them from his grasp, we shall!
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, the Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
We accept! We accept!
Praise me!
Things are going too well. Things are going
In a while,
too well.
I do believe we might be one step closer to a world without primals. Would that Minfilia were here to see it.
We still have a long way to go, and we're going to need a lot more Porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
If I may have your attention, there is one other point I would like to raise. As we can all agree, freeing those held captive must take precedence over every other concern. But experience has taught us that none save those with the capacity to resist tempering can hope to enter the towers unscathed. And even once inside, a still greater threat may yet await them, that which we call a primal. Needless to say, if we are to succeed, engaging with such foes can only ever be considered a last resort. And so I move that we seek to prevent them from being summoned in the first place.
Yes! Both prayer and ether are needed for the ritual. Should either one be denied, the summoning would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the process depends. Do so, and it may present a way to halt the summonings, or perhaps even neutralize the towers entirely.
A promising proposal. While you are conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant, lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them. To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
We Amalja would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
I see we are all in accord. But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours? I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea.
No.
What say you, my friend?
No. Final Fantasy XIV. We'd call it the Grand Company of Eorzea. I would call it one moment, please.
Might I suggest the Grand Company of Eorzea? I remember a certain someone pondering it once upon a time, and it seems as fitting a name as any.
Oh, right.
A fine choice, for there is none here who does not love Eorzea.
Aye, in that we shall ever be united.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Then let it be recorded that on this day, the Grand Company of Eorzea was born.
How long have we dreamed of this moment? And now that it's here, Oh, forgive me. Might we speak outside?
Of course, Fallacy Nerd. Of course we can speak outside. Where is my phone? One moment. Alright, I'm back! I think I'm back. The OBS application appears to have been frozen. And that is concerning. Look at Task Manager real quick. Ah! My computer's using 100% of its CPU. Oh, it's gone down to 92%. That's good. Most of it is like being used by Streamlabs. Maybe if I close Discord, that will help. Oh, holy crap. Chrome has been laying the stream this entire time on mute. At least I know it's still live and working. I'll mute it really quick. Chrome has been... Okay, yep, it's working. So even if... Okay, cool! OBS is not, stutter stepping and frozen anymore. So that's good. Alright, so let's get back to the cutscenes, shall we? Well, now that we're out of earshot, Yellow Delegates, I hope you forgive me if I speak my mind. Let me begin by saying that I have dreamed of this day since the moment I first set foot upon these shores, and that I was as heartened as anyone else to see the people of Eorzea pledge their solidarity, that even as they uttered their declarations, all I could think about was the conflict to come, of the sacrifices that would be made and lives lost, inevitabilities that I still struggle to accept. But at least now there is hope. The formation of the Grand Company of Eorzea is the first step, the first of many. Many and more. I haven't seen you in a while. Like, oh, there's seeds here. How might we be of service? I seek Master Elfino's assistance in matters involving Gridania's neighbors, the Sylphs. I know that you and yours have long kept a wetter eye upon the crystal trade, the better to predict the coming of primals, and so you'll be familiar with the Sylphs of the Yash Crown Consortium. Though their their dealings, they have cultivated relations not only with the city-states, but many other communities besides. Communities such as the Beast Tribes. Just so, it's our hope that we will make use of the Sylph's established lines of communication to coordinate the efforts of our new fellowship. Yet there remain certain practical differences between a trade consortium and a grand company. If the Sylphs are to perform this task effectively, they will require the counsel of one versed in the operational aspects of an armed force. An armed force founded with the self-same goal in mind, no less. The Crystal Braves, yes, forgive me, Master Alpha Node. I know that it was a painful chapter in your life. But the experience may yet be made to serve the realm. In my hubris, I plotted the course for the Crystal Braves which stretched far beyond the Order's initial conception. One intended to pave the way for the founding of what I intended to call the Grand Company of Eorzea. But my plans all came to naught. Built upon a frail foundation of lofty ideals, the Order was doomed from the first to collapse under the weight of more worldly interests, and I have no wish to see this new endeavor suffer the same fate. Mayhap I ask too much of you. Not at all. You may count upon my assistance for what little it is worth. By your leave, I shall prepare a report including a list of recommendations drawing on the lessons I learned from the failures of the Crystal Brace. You have my gratitude, Master Alpha Node, and my trust. When your report is ready, pray share it directly with the Sylphs. With your guidance in the earnest efforts of every goodly soul gathered here this day, I have no doubt but that our fellowship shall emerge from the shadow of the Telefori and flourish. Until next we meet, my friends. Wait for... I had 49 skipped frames recently. But that's okay, it's not the worst. Before communicating to you, writing there are a number of people whose thoughts I should like to hear. Former Braves, do you understand? Might you join me in seeking them out? I can't think of an excuse not to, so... yeah? Well, I shall be grateful of your help, grudging or not. I'll join you. If you're planning to convince the opinions of your former comrades, it'll be a lot quicker if we share the task of questioning them. Then mayhap Graha can lend a hand as well. I shall accompany Frankfurt back to the Rising Stones. Between us, I dare say we should be able to provide an accurate enough account of the day's events. Should be glad of your company, Graha. I shall explain the details on the way. Heck yeah! Time to go talk to people. What's the plan, brother mine? Before discussing the task at hand, I should probably admit that the report I propose is largely written. Not long after the fateful day in Ul'dah, I penned a detailed account of the organization's history, from the events that led to inception to the findings that brought about its demise, as I did primarily as a means of taking some semblance of responsibility. Never did imagine it might later be referred to by those seeking to form a similar organization. And while I made every attempt to be objective, the account was mine alone, its events viewed from my singular perspective. For it to be of use, however, it must be broadened to encompass the viewpoints of all involved. Only then can it answer what seems to me to be the crucial question, namely, why? After the Crystal Braves disbanded, did some members choose to remain with us while others did not? I see. You think the answer will tell us something about the nature of the ties that bind our new grand company together, and that this knowledge might help us prevent it from falling apart when those bonds are eventually tested. That is my hope, yes, but the questions I would ask are uncomfortable to some. As a former commander of the Crystal Blades, I doubt those who abandon the cause would welcome my inquiries. Then Gra and I will just have to try. Meanwhile, the two of you can talk to the ones who kept the faith. A fine suggestion. Have care, however. Certain of my former comrades are of questionable character, so keep your wits about you and let us recover in Gridania later on. There might have been reconvene, not recover. If you have no objections, I have mind to begin by speaking of Riel and Elena, if memory serves, the two of them attending intelligence briefing at Castra Morians. Let us seek them out. Okay, your memory knows where they are, but do you think my memory knows where that is? Ah, it's over there. It's the same area, right? No. We're in the fringes. I think? No. We're currently here? I'm just gonna teleport because I'm lazy. Lazy! Anyway, yeah. Oh no. Oh. OBS, looked like it was about to freeze again, but it didn't, so that is okay. Now, let us... Oh yeah, car season. Car. Let us find this quest. There you are. Well, look who it is, and what brings you two here? Wouldn't have anything to do with the big meeting, would it? In a matter of speaking, I have been assigned a task, you see, for which I require the assistance of former members of the Crystal Braves. So you want to know why we decided to stick with the Scions, eh? Ain't an easy thing to put into words, that. As a real test, I spent a long time agonizing over my failures to alert you to the traitors that I miss. For my negligence, I was captured along with many others, and we were powerless to prevent the tragedies that ensued. Not a day goes by that I do not think back to those fateful events. By joining the Scions, I hope to redeem myself, and continue to serve the cause for as long as I am able to. But that wasn't my only reason. When we finally reunited at the Rising Stones, you refused to blame anyone but yourself. And in spite of everything that had happened, everything you had suffered, you took us back without a moment's hesitation. We would not have blamed you had you turned us away, but when you gave us your trust instead, what else could we do but try to repay it? Nothing, that's what! As for my own tale, I've always felt the Scions had something in common with me old crew. The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. That was our creed, and I still strive to live by it to this day. But as time's gone on, I've learned that strength comes in many shapes and sizes. From Ori Boulder to Mistress Tataru, we've all got something to offer. And not one of us is doing it for personal gain, because we believe there's more important things than that. Things worth protecting, which is what being a Scion's all about. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, my friends. To hear this from you means more than you know. Forgive me, Hannah, could you... Why do you think the Crystal Braves ended in failure? Well, it's founding ideals were something to be proud of, but ideals alone don't make a crew. For every swab who signed up with good intentions, there was another who was only in it for the coin, the glory, or both. Ours was quite a disparate band, and while we'll never forgive Eobard, the fact that we managed to function at all was thanks in large parts to his efforts. Just a pity he was doing it for the wrong reasons, eh? Only takes one bad apple, they say, and the Braves had a barrel full of them. Not like the Scions, we might look like a ragtag band of misfits, but deep down, we've all got the shared sense of purpose, and why? Because Tataru sifted out all the glory hunters before they made it through the door. I see. So our ranks comprise a diverse range of people, each with their individual strengths. We are all united in purpose. Thank you, my friends. With your permission, to make a record of our discussion, refer to it while drafting my recommendations. Until we meet again, company we keep. Why is it like you're finally dealing with the the repercussions of the Crystal Braves? Like, it's been a concept that's just been sitting there and not thematically being explored at all. Alphinaud is keen to hear what Alice and Gratia have learned from the Braves who turned their back on the cause. Well, I think we have taken up enough of our colleagues' times, and I am conscious that less life-affirming testimonies await. Let's make our way to Grandania and hear what the others have learned. See you, reducing those rates, Laura. Thank you. Now we go to New Caledonia. So am I to believe that, like, Alphinaud is just carrying this heckin' essay in his back pocket? Is that what I'm supposed to understand from these cutscenes? I forgot you'd see that. I see all. I see everything you do. I am all-seeing. My eye has traveled through time to the end of it all. From master to apprentice, and I am the master of masters. I am, however, not Rageous. That's not me. I'm gonna hate myself if Rageous is not the master of masters. What is this that I just finished then? You finished the instance that you were doing that was in congruence with your goal. Got it in one. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. No, it's an answer. It's not a good answer. Get it right. It is an answer. It's 100% an answer. You asked a question, and I provided words in a sentence that was comprehensible, that had meaning. Just lacked detail or specificity. Now let's see what Alphinaud has to say. Wait, here I took opportunity to write up my notes from our conversation with Eleni and Real. All that remains is that Alice and Gra's findings, whatever they may be. When Alice sets her mind on something, there is no stopping her. And her mind was truly set on finding former Braves. For a while, I even feared she might do what she might do to them, but in the event, she was admirably civil for the most part. Thanks to Tatra's ever-dependable intelligence, we managed to track down a handful of former Braves without any great difficulty. Some were forthright, some are less so, but we had enough to form a picture. I must warn you, Alphinaud, some of their comments were harsh. I can well imagine, but their opinion is no less vital to my report. I seek the unvarnished truth. Thank you. I will set about adding your findings to my own. In the meantime, pray go on ahead to Little Solace to seek out the FFXIV. I will join you anon. Almost every time I open the map, I also open the crafting log. Because that's just the life I live. Wait, I can just check and teleport. Why am I doing this? There we go. Let's go to the Hawthorne Hut. Where do we go from here? Well, I don't know, but I'll fly there in my flying car. I think over here. Yeah, that's all this. There we go. I got that in the original event. Ah, welcome brave ones and friends of brave ones! How good it is to see walking ones again so soon after the meeting! This one... Should this one perform the customary dance of greeting? No, but at ease. It is true that the ones once delighted in making walking ones dance, but no more. Horned one, Connie Senna, said that walking ones would be coming to Little Solace. Imperial ones also invaded Sylphalands and abducted many of these ones, so these ones will be glad to bear messages between fighting friendly ones. That is heartening to hear, Elder. It will require all ones to work in unison to stop the Telephore. These ones will try very hard, of course, but in the matter of the war, these ones have little experience. Any advice walking ones can provide would be most welcome. Oh, another pretty silver-haired one, in quite a hurry, it seems. I say, you must come quickly. Whatever's the matter, now don't tell me you couldn't read my handwriting. What? No, a twin adder officer accosted me as I was about to set out. Charlian has sent an envoy who's due to arrive in Gridania at any moment. An envoy? Could it be that Krayla has managed to sway the form? We shall soon know soon enough, but there is more. The envoy has requested that the two of us attend the audience with the Elder Seedseer. Really? I can see why they might want Silence to be present, but us specifically, wait, it isn't who I think it is. It is. I could scarce believe it myself, but when I inquired as to the envoy's identity, I was told it was one Fouchenot Leviel. Your father? Well now, the fact that a serving member of the Forum had journeyed here would be surprise enough, but him? Quite. I glean from this that they are taking the matter seriously. That may be, but why him and not one of the other 98 Forum members? Unless he volunteered for it. It has been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? Could it be that he is concerned for your well-being? Perhaps, but he has always been reluctant to discuss his work with us. Indeed, and whenever we write to our parents, it is invariably our mother who replies. Nevertheless, I welcome the opportunity to meet with him after so long, even if it is secondary to his true purposes here. Elder Fischhild, loath though I am to cut our visit short, we must return to Gridania. Pray accept my apologies along with my report. Never mind, there will be time to talk later. This one won't keep walking ones from more urgent matters. Go! The audience will be held at the Lotus Stand where the Elder Seer awaits. Even now, let's be on our way. Let's, see here. Just, warp back to New Gridania. I'm the problem. I'm the problem with Gil in this game. I'd spend it all. Willy-nilly. Okay, let's get going to the seed sand up here. Stuff's getting more serious. I'm still kind of like, they gotta set up some kind of cliffhanger for the next expansion, but everything just keeps wrapping up too nicely. So I assume we're gonna get there. Their dad's gonna be a jerk. It's gonna be like, fuck you and your council. It's stupid. That's my guess. But time will tell. Time will definitely tell. Gotta get all the way over here. I should have just teleported to the Conjurers Guild. But I'm bad at video games, so we're walking there now. Teleport costs money. Heck yeah, I'll do that. I want to push the twins' dad off a cliff. Spoilers! Spoilers! No, me. Gridania is the city I know my way around the least, and that's saying something, because I don't know my way around Lanaska at all. And Udal, who's ever even seen Udal? I mean, yeah, I know you're mad. That's an emotion. Well, I guess I'm about to find out. Ah! I ran away! I ran through her! Silly silent conjurer. You know the internet is free, right? I do know! That's why I was making fun of myself. That's why I was making fun of myself. When I was all like, paid teleport? Yes, thank you muchly. Free teleport! Ugh, psh, I'll run! Welcome, Warrior of Light. The Elder Seed's here, and your friends are waiting within. I'll have you know, when I started the game, it offered me to become a returning member thing, or whatever it's called. Give me the returner status. So how long it's been since I've played 14? My friend, thank you all for coming so swiftly. I'm pretty sure the last time I paid for a month, I didn't even log on. Word of Master Fortunal's visit took us quite by surprise. When the Alliance granted Mistress Krill permission to request Charlene's aid, we did not speak so prompt a reply, much less one that would be delivered by a member of the Forum. What the nature of that reply may be, we shall soon discover. It's gotta have voice acting, right? He's pretty for a jerk.
Seats here. I thank you for granting me this audience. I am Fortuno Levea, here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortuno, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
It has been too long, Father. You look well.
As do you both. Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health. Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louiswa, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
I really need to finish Coil.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene. And my position remains unchanged.
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life, who we are. But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the Forum's answer to your request. Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald, one in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
Oh, that's how they're spinning it!
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider. You may feel safe on your little island across the waves, but if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye. If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders. It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline. But I see now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure? For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice? It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
Fight and fail, then wait for the axe to fall. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. Is in your power to save us. Refuse and you condemn us all. The stance that Graha, a person who studied in Sharlayan, actually did not do. I mean, so did the twins. The twins also studied in Sharlayan, and they also did not do it. Graha is not the only one who... When's activities? Graha's not the only one who turned down that ideology. Anyways, I'm gonna call him fucking lazy.
I see your friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike her, you should know better. By espousing such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy. Alphino, Alize, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
What? Father...
How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
Well, at least you won't, interfere. Well, that's good.
While Sharlayan may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Sharlayan's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
I mean,
Father, wait!
I would argue Alfie, Alice, and their grandfather changed history too.
Stand there and watch him walk away. How can you let this happen?
Just not so, like, temporally. It's like prevented that, which is equivalent in my mind. Oh, so many people to talk to. I'll start with this guy who won't talk to me. Girl, what you gotta say? In order to avoid conflict with Garlemald, the Forum was so far so ordered the abandonment of an entire city-state. Their refusal to aid us now is, I'm sorry to say, entirely consistent with their historic position. It was not so very long ago we had a friend and neighbor in Charlian. So clung to the hope that she might yet lend us her strength, but when she forsook Travania, it would seem she forsook us all. Is we who walk the path of ruin? Time will tell. This is why I want to push him off the cliff. I mean, that's fair. Ooh, that's why what he came here to say? That we're all fools for having the temerity to defend ourselves against the Templari. As for the rest, like it or not, this was the Forum's decision to watch from afar while Eorzea burns. Father was but the messenger, and as he handed down their judgment, I could think of nothing to say that could possibly sway him. I still can't. To have prolonged the discussion would have changed little, for it is not only the Master Fauchelevent who must be persuaded, but the Forum as a whole. The decision was made ere your father crossed the sea. Nor is it like to be changed, and so we shall face the Sephori without their aid. Forgive me, but if they had no intention of helping us, then why would they go to the trouble of sending an envoy in the first place? Why did they not simply keep their counsel as they want to do? Oh, someone's on the phone. Let's answer the tally. Hana'a, has Master Fauchelevent arrived yet? As I feared, my efforts were in vain. I pleaded their case to as many Forum members as I could, but they flatly refused to discuss the matter. No, that's not exactly true. I should rather say that they ignored every word I said on the subject without exception. It was almost unnerving. Could it be that they're hiding something from us? That might go some way to explain Master Fauchelevent's performance. He said that he would know if the final days are truly upon us. I dismissed it as pride. What if they genuinely believe that they know how the world will end and simply disagree with us about the circumstances? That I don't know, but something tells me that they are not as unconcerned about the Sephori as they claim. The threat not real. Why else would they be so standoffish and secretive? Very much like to delve deeper into this, but I'm afraid I've exhausted every avenue of inquiry. Nor have I fared any better with my other mission, researching Hydaelyn and the Ethereal Sea. I tried listening to the help of experts in the field, but it appears the Forum has forbidden anyone from cooperating with us. Obstructed at every turn. So it seemed, but don't lose heart just yet. With all the knowledge and acquaintance we have between us, we can still find a way forward. To that end, I would like you all to join me here, when the time is right, of course. I am aware that Madison Eorzea stand on a knife's edge, but with your permission, I can at least start making the necessary arrangements. Well, there are one or two things here first. After which assisting me will seem a sweet relief, I'm sure. While you attend matters heroically, I shall see about securing entry for you all, and will let you know when everything is in order. Take care in the meantime, won't you? Your speculations give me cause to hope, yet if these seeds will bear fruit, I cannot say. Was possible that the Charlatan is hide some secret truth from us, so there can be no certainty that its exposure will prompt them a change of heart. And so for the present, we must need confront the plight in which we find ourselves. The Forum has refused our request for aid. It was us alone to contend with the Telephory. Even with all of Eorzea standing united, there is no guarantee that we will prevail. What does Charlene intend to do if we fail? Speed, critical hit, piety, determination. Death unto Dawn! Ooh, a shush emote. Kenny Senna seems determined not to let the disappointment of Charlene's rejection distract her from the task at hand. While Charlene's stance indeed is disappointing, we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted from the challenge before us. There's much more to be done. I shall begin by sharing the forms responsible for my counterparts in the Alliance. Meanwhile, I would ask that the Scions... Grave tidings, walking ones! Grave tidings! Calm yourself, my gentle friend. What has occurred? These ones who went to see Feathered Ones send terrible news. Destroying Ones have appeared in Exalto. Destroying Ones and captured Ones and even frightfully godly Ones. Feathered Ones didn't stand a chance and we were flapping and squawking. When did this happen? Is it too late to help them? Too late, yes, much late, but luckily Destroying Ones were only passing through and continued on west. Feathered Ones did not fight, were left unharmed. Yes, that would be Corvus. My ladies, Guardians report that the Telethori have emerged from the eastern highlands of Corvus and are marching at speed. Whose purpose has yet been determined, the Cantrell Flats would seem their most likely destination. Lord Anarch has been dispatching his forces and requests immediate support. Tell him he shall have it. The time is coming for the Grand Company of Faroe to prove its worth. Well, mayhaps it is a mercy we do not have time to stew upon our misfortunes. Come, my friends, let's make haste for the Katano. Wait, this one almost forgot. Destroying Ones were said to be led by cackling robed one. The one must see that is all walking ones know. Farewell. That Daniel? Who else? It was only a matter of time before that grinning maniac showed himself again. Shall have an airship ready to bear you to Katano. See to your preparations. Report to the landing with all haste. At once, my lady, lies away. Quest accepted. Where do I leave? Oh, let's just click this. I'm lazy. Let's just go to... There! That should really make you mad, Laura. That should make you mad. Lol. Where are they going? I forgot. In my grandstanding. Interest, that makes sense. You say that as if I do the same thing. The way you talk about Gil, I don't believe you do the same thing. That's what I have to say about that. Oops, went too far. Sometimes. I'm very tired. That's fair. And it would seem that Fordola has come all the way to Gridania to find us. However, explain the situation. She insists her business is urgent. Hi! It'll be over soon if you shut up and come with me. He's in a chair! I'm gonna stay up till you finish, but I'm sleepy and drained from those sauce. Aw, that's fair. I'm sending you hugs.
Arenvold! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
Can he not talk? Oh, he can't talk, can he? Neither of us Hana'a.
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh?
Oh, fuck.
Turning my neck up at you.
Only because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The Chirurgeons say I may never walk again. Come on, Alfino, it could be worse. Besides, I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite. All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in. But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
I am no hero.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast. It's for others to decide.
I call myself a hero.
Look, Alfino. You already are a hero. To me and countless others. We see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them.
Here to dream cementing will carry yours to you. We'll be sure to give you regards to Tilfori. Some things may have changed, but the adventure isn't over yet.
I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you. But I believe in you. Believe that you'll see it through. That's why I'm entrusting my dreams to you. Like Albert and Owley once entrusted their dreams to me.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought. But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be. To tell the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path. Sacrifices will inevitably be made for the sake of the ideals I uphold. Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you think I am.
I wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this. In spite of everything, you've come this far. The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out. And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend. Well, I've said my piece, so I'll let you go. I know you've got more important things to be doing. Just give what I've said some thought, all right?
I shall, my friend. And we will meet again soon, I promise.
nothing left for me to do but wave and smile.
By the way, I ship these two.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero. Do you know that? You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains? Alphino and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference. If you stop feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. But I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
And I reckon you might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
It's a really impressively like modeled wheelchair for like the era and every like I'm very into it. I'm glad that's like got a nice little bow on it. It's not something that'll be hanging on as we go into Endwalker. Fuck. I just had the thought. I guess that's the end of him being a walker. You can tell me later what it was all about, but judging by the set of Alphino's shots, it appears to have done him some good. Banker and the others have already left their writing stones, and according to the communication officer, the Malish and Colbal forces are about to bound for Cartano as we speak. They mean to keep the promises made in Alamigo, and we must do the same by saving as many of their tempered kin as possible. You chose to come. You chose to stay. Anyway, the airship is ready to depart. We should get going. During the battle of Cartano, several custom playing sequences recommended you set aside sufficient time to participate in the battle and view these scenes in their entirety. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Whoa! Please don't have your entire battles. If you enter battles in search of battle quests to log out from the game, the process will be lost. One sec. Inventory management is the most exciting part of this video game. Yeah, I don't know why I keep it. Because I don't like doing inventory, like, Gwen, there's no reason for me to have these, to be holding onto these Malachite rings. I just haven't done anything with them. Yeah. Give me a pizza. I'm gonna eat an entire pizza right now. Heck yeah, let's go. Let's proceed. I'm really bad at inventory management! I know those materials literally can't be used anymore though. I need to do something with that. And something's delete them or sell them to a vendor. But I haven't.
My fellow Scions, as I am sure you will have heard, we can expect no help from Charlian. nor are we any closer to discerning the Telophoroi's grand design. And now, our adversary moves against us in unprecedented numbers, compelling us to answer in kind. The outlook, in short, is bleak. Yet though our foes are many, and we but few, we may still tip the balance in Eorzea's favor.
Of course. We will do what we always do. Deal with the ones our allies can't. A less than daunting prospect, judging by your expression. Could it be that you've dispelled your lingering doubts, Alphino?
Oh, I doubt I ever will. But as my friends have kindly reminded me, I have come this far, and that must count for something.
Gods be good, Alphino. That's what we've been trying to tell you all along.
For one so bright, you can be remarkably dim at times. There is such a thing as overthinking, you know.
Might I suggest that we continue this conversation after the battle? It would appear the Telophoroi have already arrived.
I'll do what I can to cure the Tempered, but they'll have to be incapacitated first.
Have care, my friends, for none can say wherefore our foe did choose this fateful field to be our battleground. Whatever may transpire, pray grant him not the pleasure of deterring you.
Alright, let's play. Will I remember to actually use the Alt keys for my buffs? The answer may surprise you. The answer probably is going to be no. But duty commenced! Oh, wow! Look at them all. It's a full party. Some well friends, the Telophoroi are sweeping across Kata now. As for Yassian, he was briefly sighted above the battlefield, but he has since vanished. He likely intends to watch events unfold from afar. Thus far, the movements of the lunar primals have proven difficult to predict, even when forced to ambush our troops. They instead withdraw for some unknown reason. Whatever the Telophoroi's plans may be, the primals are our primary targets. Understood. They will not elude the silence for long. Oh, okay.
Prepare yourself.
5, 6. Okay, that's equipped. I'm already not using that. Six. Oh, alt. Okay, I definitely need to get used to this new layout for my hotbar. Well, I can't target anything. Okay, target anything. What's going on? Dogo Weta Alphanode, come with me. You're counting on you. Oops, I did not look at the dialogue. Where's Wes? There they are. This way! Let's keep moving! I do not see any primals. Something's not right. What is Such been all across the field. I was saying, Graham, take the fight to the top. Oh! Oh! Oh, this is cool! I really like how it's represented too! Okay, I know how to be a red mage. For fire! For arrow! For holy! For... I don't have a button for this. Oh, 4. 5. Do I not have... Oh, I don't have a balance meter. This is the most terrible representation of how to be a red mage there is.
Allow me.
There's so many of them! I won't be curing anyone at this rate. We'll have to incapacitate them first. If they part one of them... Raha, my love. I will give him credit. Oh, good. He's a paladin right now, and I respect that. This is so weird, because I actually know how to play Red Mage. So I'm just like getting confused because it's not how it works.
Just the beginning.
His provoke line as a paladin is so good. With this degree of physical altercation, I fear to beyond help, Imperials or no. I hate to see this in such pain. I see their suffering is not prolonged. Oh, fuck. Actual boss time. I want to do this, right? Gosh, I'm rusty. A little bit rusty. I really like how much he's using, well, I can't remember what it's called right now. I'm just gonna call it Lay on Hands. You see, we've earned a moment's respite. And let's take this opportunity to cure the tempered. And then to cure the tempered. Regardless, we need to heal her quickly. How do you... Oh, I have to right click on... Okay. Clemency! Yeah, this is called. I wouldn't know. I am a tank. I was about to throw hands, but if you're just talking about trust, fair enough. And Daniel's in the sky with diamonds! And Daniel. And he's in the sky. With diamonds. I don't think I caught it. What is Graha's provoke line? Do you see that? The glyph? Yes, how worried should we be? Game Daniel needs to let me kill him already. Listen well and judge for yourselves, though I can see ethereal currents. I had now thoroughly examined those that flow through the heart of Cozumel, but now that I'm here, things have become clear. The flats conceal an ethereal convergence. Like to the pillars, these seem step, but greater in scale, far greater. He doesn't use it there, but he growls your mind. The glyphs that Van Daniel has conjured reach into its very midst. I believe you know their purpose. The lunar primals destroy it. It would spark a chain reaction with potential to blur the confluence entirely. The resultant disruption to the flow of vapor would sow chaos among the elements, prompting earthquakes, floods, and temps large enough to lay waste to the realm. That he would go so far as to come if it's a little surprise. We must needs protect the confluence at all costs. Oh shit, am I about to be a healer? Cause fuck. Defeat Lunar Odin? Lunar. Oh, okay, that's a regen. Let's put that on everyone. Okay. Up, up, up. 6.
I shall protect thee.
I misunderstood what's going on. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Okay, that's my AoE. I will not have fun as asked. Okay. One of these.
My turn!
May the 12 guide you.
4. You should read the tooltips and attack names, by the way. Melee 3, Blow the Crowns combo. I do not have time to do this. Oh no, one of those! Zentetsuken! It'd be good for a later character. Oh, use fixed sign to defend against Lunar Odin. So you're just gonna start me at that fight, right? What one was I in? Was I in normal? Was I in very easy? I'm gonna go back in as normal. I can skip this. Okay, let's try to read these soul tips really quick. Okay, deal conflict damage from 1 to 10. Leave everything to fade as you draw a card from your. Start 10% maximum MP. Deal conflict damage from 270. And that's target HP. That's okay, cool. Yeah, let's start with this. So you said being a shield healer? I still like don't know how to do this. Okay, let's actually do this right this time.
I shall protect thee.
Okay.
My turn!
May the 12 guide you.
Franket, have some heals. Oh, I did not hit 4. I thought I hit 4. We best brace ourselves. Oh, shoulder, here, have this. And we'll do that. We'll do that again. The answer is yes, I can heal the confluence. No.
Away with you!
The best defense is a good defense!
Okay. I could have gone better, but it also could have gone worse. Benefit. Let's put Halo. We'll do some damage. Okay, I'm starting to get how this Judy wants me to play it, even if... Oh, crap. Let's get out. That's the wrong way. There we go. Neat target. I really wish I had a party list right now. Oh, it's like, oh god, it's a DPS check, DPS check. We're not gonna get this, are we? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh no, we won! We win! Oh shit! We won as the bar ended. Margaritiana, say prepare to lock swords with Lunar Ravana. God, they're so strong! Just the two of them. Oh, I get to be Graha? That's what the camera told me. Lunar Ravana and defend the Ethereal Confluence. Okay. Oh, am I a black mage? I don't like... Fire 4. Am I just supposed to keep casting Fire 4? Lightning action plus 300 target all effects nearby it. Any spells are not ready, the combo will start again. The effects will be an additional restore 40% of MP. Restore target's HP. Okay. And prevents all spells and movement or activities of all nearby enemies. This one.
I have you now.
You're both like my white mage. He cheats because player only takes half % B-bars of all of it, like the player one does. Neat! I'm not a rich mage, I am both a black and white mage. Oh, this one seems like I should have... Oh, that's not so bad. Let's cure 2. Did that count as... Oh, I need, Elegant Blizzard right now, please. Medica 2. Let's do another Medica to be safe. I would say, take this cure 2. And take another cure 2. And then we'll take a Medica. Ah, damn. Okay, let's, give it a second. And then we will, use that. Then we're gonna want Thunder. Let's click that again. Let's actually Thunder this time. Oh, hey, Alistair, have some heals. Whew! Carrying Aether, gotta try stopping with Break. I keep away breaking his defenses, but I'll need time. Keep him occupied. Understood, let's hope the Break works as intended. Ah! Alright, I'm ready for this. It's now or never. Look at that was a little close for comfort. But now's our chance. I'm just feeling like moths in the flame. You have to keep them from conflicts, but there are so many. Then allow me a quick casting of Break. Okay. Well, this I know how to do. I know how to be a paladin. I know how to play Hana'a. Time to fight Lunar Ifrit. Very quickly. Where is it? Okay, Holy Spirit. Where is my God closer? That was a shaky opener if I've ever seen one. Oh, that's probably gonna... Oh, no debuff. I'm impressed, game. Thank you. Let's give myself a Sentinel. You gonna do a big beam or something? Oh, nail time!
You're finished!
Okay, thank goodness.
We must fight on.
Here, have a heal. Oh yeah. The dashy attack. You run in a circle. Imagine actually fighting Ifrit like he was Ifrit and actually a challenge and not just a joke. There we go. Got the second time. Looks like he's about to probably nail again if I had to guess. What? I hit 4. Sure. Hit that. That. Ha! When did I turn off Iron Will? I did an entire fight keeping aggro without Iron Will on. Holy fucking shit. Iron Will is my tag stance. Nail time? Yeah. Nail time. Called it. Yeah, we did. Let me give Estinian a little hop up real quick. Oh, hey, thanks for that, Alpha Nerd. I'm also the Sentinel. And where? There it is. This is Enrage from the Extreme fight if you beat him too fast. There you go. Piece of cake. I know what I'm doing as a paladin. You could have been now. You don't have to stay up. Don't stay up for me. I appreciate it, but don't stay up for me. I still might have to fight Finn Daniel with a full party next. I heard the like buzzing and I thought Mommy Crystal was finally calling us.
Thus another plan went
Have sweet dreams.
I am
Good night.
beginning to see why Lord Xenos thinks so highly of you.
I love the way he says Xenos.
Not that this changes anything, you understand. You have merely earned yourself a stay of execution.
Good job, Alice. Good job.
Glory be to Garlemore.
What the fuck is he doing? It's not working? Me too. Oh, fuck, that was Alpha Node.
We've treated as many as we can, but some were beyond help.
Do not hang your head so, brave scions. Though not all of our captured brethren could be saved, we are grateful for those whose minds have been restored. You could do no more, and that is enough. So please hold your heads high.
I should have been quicker, but I'll do better next time. Thank you for your kind words. They mean a lot.
A victory at great cost, but a victory nonetheless. We must stay strong and press on. Isn't that right?
Yeah. To the very end.
To the very end.
The moon! We're gonna fight the moon. Well, we know we're going to the moon. That's like that has been told. We're looking at the moon right now. The moon's shining. And there we go. That's the end of Shadowbringers. Thanks for sticking around for those who did. I'm gonna go chill. Just like I said, short little stream. Just wanted to do that. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Oh, that's a really cute art.